Well, I don't know exactly how to easily in any sort of smooth way transition from that back into the kind of
such as the way
unhinged
Desert Bus.
goofballness that Desert Bus usually is. But
before you get unhinged,
yeah,
let me get that for you.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
You don't also impale yourself.
Thank you. I wanted to have that on for the first part, but I was very, very cognizant of just like even shift. They're
just. It's just a straight pin.
It's just a pin.
Yeah. Like
there's a trick some people do where they put it
through the bottom.
You put it through your coat and then also through the poppy so that it really holds. But even that, they're out for blood. Those things. I'm sorry. They're really. I don't think anyone here who's interacted with them has not stabbed themselves at least once in their lives.
Oh, so many times.
so many times.
So many times.
A weird thing with poppies here in Canada, at least, is that for people who are about our age, for most of my childhood, the poppies that everyone wore were had a green center.
Yes.
Yeah, they're little. So they're little, sort of like they're molded plastic covered in. I mean, they're flocked basically, right?
Yeah.
And then they have a little.
We switch to a driver cam?
Yeah, if you see on here, they have a little. Engineering, can we switch over here for a sec?
Driver cam?
Thanks. No, to this one. Sorry. Hey, so they're a little like molded plastic with red flock, and then there's the center piece here. There's a pin going through it, and
Let me grab that for you. You got it.
got it. So there's this, the center part that sort of nestles in there is black, which is what poppies look like.
Yeah, so when 10 or 15 years ago they switched to black.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, and we were all like, well, what happened? All the kids who hadn't really, we'd never seen poppies.
Because they've been green, like you said,
Yeah,
the whole time we were
and
growing
so
up. Yeah.
we never seen real poppies really. And so we were like, hey, how come they changed it from black to green, or from green to black? And the response was basically, we don't know why they were green in the first place. Poppies don't have green centers. Apparently, like 20 years ago, they bought a ton of green centers, and they've been trying to use them up.
Yep.
And once they finally ran out of the green centers, they switched back to the black ones because I don't know, maybe they got a deal on green centers at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, the UK ones are all made of paper.
They have a different style.
They're much more. Well, I don't know about much more stylized. They are stylized in a different way than ours are stylized. I quite like them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, poppies, I'm sure, do grow in Canada, but they just don't have them around here very much. I think you could.
Canada especially leans into the poppies as well because of the poem in Flanders Fields, which was because McCrae was Canadian,
Yep.
and there was a Heritage Minute about it.
Yep.
That's how we know most of our history.
Yeah.
It apparently worked.
Yeah.
We learned it 60 seconds at a time.
Yes.
That was something that we read out as well in South Africa when I was growing up as well. So
The in Flanders Fields?
my guess is it made its way to most of the Commonwealth, at least.
I assume so, yeah.
I actually find it interesting that
Minutes
every
aren't great.
country does its own, stylizes the poppy differently. That there isn't like a standardized version of it that just everyone uses.
It's one of the few, I know we've talked about this before, but it's one of the few Heritage Minutes that doesn't, like, self-effacingly dunk on ourselves.
Canada.
Yeah.